So, good afternoon, guys. How are you doing today? Hi,
Hi,
Fiorella.
teacher.
Hi, Isaac.
Fine,
Hi, Ariel. Again, how are you doing today?
fine.
And thank you, teacher.
Okay, that's awesome. So, guys, it's time to start. So, as usual, we're going to start reviewing the topic from last class, what we started yesterday. Do you remember, Fiorella?
Mm,
You can do it. You can remember. I know you can. What happened with you, Nancy? That's weird.
¿Cómo se llama la recomiendo? ¿Cómo se
Okay.
llama?
Imperative.
Espérate.
Okay, you're close. So let's check imperative again. So I'm going to share my screen. Mhm. So let's do a quick review of imperative. So imperative, welcome once again. So definition. The imperative is used to give commands, instructions, requests, or advice, right? It usually start with the before of the verb. So command, sit down. Instruction, mix the flour and sugar. Request, please help me, polite, in polite way. Warnings, don't touch that. And suggestion, try this new method. So remember, in imperative, we don't need to use, or we don't use a subject. We just use the verb like this. So sit down, give instructions, mix the flour and the sugar, please help me, don't touch that, try this new method. So remember, we don't use a subject. So structure, not subject plus base form. Negative form, don't or do not, or does, doesn't or does not. To be polite, just add please before or after. So for example, please sit down or sit down please. Both are correct. Then we have to emphasize a do before the verb to encourage. Do try this dish. Do try this dish. Okay. So far, do you have any question about this? This topic is really easy, right? Do you have any question, guys? No question, Ariel. No question, Isaac. No question, Ariel. Fiorella. Question. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's continue. Let's check. Let's check something. Okay. Let's try to do this to do these sentences, and then we can continue with the new topic. So, Fiorella, number one, please. You need to do these imperative sentences negative, right? This is affirmative. You need to turn in negative. Turn into negative.
Don't sit down.
Don't sit down. Okay, my bad. I just realized. Here we don't use the auxiliary does or doesn't, just do or don't, because we don't use a subject, right? So we don't know if it's a third person. We just use do or don't. So my bad, I'm sorry. Number two, Ariel, please.
Teacher, o sea que como no sabemos si es primera o tercera persona, solo usamos do, o sea, o don't.
That's correct, exactly. Solamente
Okay.
do, no usamos das. Thank you so much, Fiorella. Second one, Ariel, please.
Actually, we will open the window.
Okay, a negative, you say.
Don't open the window.
Thank you so much. That's correct. Number three, Isaac.
Okay, don't listen to me.
Don't listen to me. Awesome. Thank you so much. Jilansi, nice to see you. Good
Hi, teacher.
afternoon. How are you doing?
Fine.
Okay, I'm glad to hear you. So, Jilansi, number four, please.
One, dos, tres, cuatro. Running the hallway.
Don't run in the hallway.
Awesome. Don't run in the hallway. Thank you so much, Gilans. And the last one, Fiorella, please. Fiorella, are you there?
Es que pasa que ahí voy, por eso no la escucho muy bien.
Okay, no worries. So, number 5, the last one, please.
Don't forget your passport. Passport.
Awesome. Good pronunciation. Thank you so much. So far, do you have any question? No question. So let's write a listening exercise before to change the topic. So let me check. Yesterday was 8. So I'm going to reproduce since my mobile phone, my phone. So are you ready? Okay, let's check. First of all, let's check the question. So listen exercise. These are the questions. Comprehension questions. What does mom tell Jake to do first? Where does Emma suggest they sit? What does dad ask Emma to pass? What instructions does mom give Jake while eating? What does that remind the kids to do before playing? What does mom tell the kids before they run off? How does that end the conversation? So let's listen. Are you ready? For sure. Give me a moment here. Let's play the audio.
Jake, put on your jacket. It's getting cold. Jake, okay, Mom, Dad, let's find a good spot for our picnic. Emma, look, there's a. Mom, Jake, put on your jacket. It's getting cold. Jake, okay, Mom, Dad, let's find a good spot for our picnic. Emma, look, there's a big tree over there. Let's sit under it. Mom, great idea. Jake, spread the blanket on the grass. Jake, all right. Dad, Emma, pass me the sandwiches, please. Emma, here you go, Dad. Mom, don't eat too fast, Jake. Enjoy your food. Jake, okay. Emma, can we play now? Dad, yes. But first, throw your trash in the bin. Mom, and don't go too far, kids. Jake and Emma, we won't. Dad, let's have fun.
So what do you think? So fast? Too fast? Okay, let's listen again. I'm sorry. But this time we can look at the scripts of the translation. Let me share my screen again. This is the dialogue we are listening to, right? This one. So let's listen and try to read at the same time. Then we can answer the question. So listen again.
Mom, Jake, put on your jacket. It's getting cold. Jake, okay, Mom, Dad, let's find a good spot for our picnic. Emma, look, there's a big tree over there. Let's sit under it. Mom, great idea. Jake, spread the blanket on the grass. Jake, all right. Dad, Emma, pass me the sandwiches, please. Emma, here you go, Dad. Mom, don't eat too fast, Jake. Enjoy your food. Jake, okay. Emma, can we play now? Dad, yes. But first, throw your trash in the bin. Mom, and don't go too far, kids. Jake and Emma, we won't. Dad, let's have fun.
Okay, guys. First of all, do you have any question about this vocabulary? Any unknown word? ¿Alguna palabra desconocida here?
Sí. Yes, trash in the bin.
Okay, let me trash. Okay, throw, lanzar, right? Trash, basura. And bin, basurero. So, yes, but first throw your trash in the bin. Pero primero lanza la basura o tira la basura en el basurero. Okay? Okay, Fiorella, go ahead. Thank you.
The blanket on the grass.
Okay, spread, esparcir, right? And the blanket is como el mantel because they're having a picnic, right? What else? Thank you so much for asking. Which other words? Isaac, Ariel, what do you think?
Yo estoy escuchando.
Okay, guys. So let's try to answer the question looking at this script. So let's check the question. What does mom tell Jake to do first? Fiorella. What do you think is the answer to the first question? Listen again. What does mom tell Jake to do first. ¿Qué le dice la mamá a Jake que debe hacer primero?
Um,
First
put on your Jake, put on your jacket.
jacket, thank you so much. Awesome, well done. Number two, Gilansi, let's listen. It says, where does Edma suggest they sit? O sea, ¿dónde sugiere Edma que se sienten?
Um, a big tree over there.
Okay, awesome, good job. Thank you so much. Ariel, next one. Let's listen. Well done, Gilansi. Thank you so much. What does that ask Edma to pass? ¿Qué le pide el papá a Edma que le pase? Ariel,
Sandwich.
pass me the sandwiches.
Pass me the
Sandwiches.
sandwich, please.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ariel. Good comprehension, reading comprehension. Isaac, next one. It says, what instruction that mom gives Jake while eating?
Don't eat too fast.
Okay, that's awesome. Easy. Next one, Fiorella. Let's check. What does that remind the kids to do before playing?
Um, throw your trash in the bin.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's correct. You're doing awesome, guys. Next one, Gilansi, please. What does mom tell the kids before they run off?
Don't go too far.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Easy. And the last one, Ariel, please. It says, how does that end the conversation?
What?
How, let's listen again.
Yeah.
How does that end the conversation? ¿Cómo terminó papá la conversación?
Divertida. Have fun.
With the let's have fun. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. So, do you have any question about imperative?
Teacher.
Okay, thank you so much. If you have any question, let me know. So I'm going to share my presentation again. So let's continue. So today we're gonna start about, let me check something. What is it? Okay, today we're gonna start about Unit 8, Technology and Past Continuous. So remember, next week we will have the quiz. You will take the quiz. So please keep it in mind and try to study. Let's start with this exercise from the book. It says, work in pairs and do the quiz. Let's answer all of these questions together. How much time do you spend on internet, Isaac?
La primera.
You need to pay attention, Isaac, please. How much time do you spend on the internet?
Um,
And you have three options, right? A, B, C, D.
letter B.
Say Isaac, B. It means between 10 and 30 hours. Okay, that's a lot of. Let's continue. What about you, Ariel? How much time do you spend on internet?
Less. How much space in internet?
¿Cuánto
Ah,
tiempo se la pasa en internet?
Entre leer. Hey, less than 10 hours a week.
Leer which? Could you repeat it?
Leer 8.
A, less than 10 hours. That's amazing. Okay, that's good, Ariel. Congratulations. Gilansi, what about you?
Letter B, the same, Isaac.
Okay, and Fiorella, what about you?
Letter B, between 10 and 30 hours a week.
Okay. Okay, that's good. I think in my case it's letter C, more than 30 hours a week. Okay, let's continue. Let's answer some of these. You want to have a party, right? Imagine, hypothetical situation. How do you invite your friends? Isaac, you speak to them, you send an invitation by post, you email, text, or message them.
Letter C.
Okay, you email, text, or message them. Okay, what about you, Ariel?
Mm, yes, all teach.
You speak to them, you send an invitation by post, and you email, text, or message them. Okay, that's good. That's possible. Why not? Gilansi, please.
Um, letter B, invitation by post.
Okay, cool. And Fiorella, last one, please. But you're the last one. You're the last but not the least.
Letter C.
Your email, text, or message them. I agree with you. Let's see for me. Okay, let's check. Other one. Guys, do you use social media?
Repeat, teacher.
Do you use social media? ¿Usan redes sociales?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Yes. What
teacher.
about you, girls?
No,
What about
this.
you, Gilansi? Yes. Okay, let's work in this question. So, Isaac, could you read question number 4, please?
Okay, I know. Okay, do you know how many friends and followers you have got on social media?
Okay. Now you can choose the answer, one of the option. Okay, guys, do you understand the question? The question is clear.
Also, teacher.
Yes or no? I didn't understand, sorry. No, the question is clear.
Also,
Ok, dice, ¿tú sabes cuántos amigos y seguidores tienes en redes sociales? So, Isaac, what is your answer? You need to choose one of these options. A, B, C, or D. What do you think?
letter C.
Letter C. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What about you, Ariel?
The same, the exact. There's
Same there, letter C. What about you, Gilansi?
Um, letter B.
More or less. Awesome. What about you, Fiorella, please?
Letter B.
B, okay. For me, B as well. I don't know exactly or how many. I have no idea. Let's check. Okay, before I forget, allow me to take the attendance, guys. So I'm going to take a screenshot. So if you want, you can smile. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to send this picture. Mhm. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So let me think. Okay, let's try this. Isaac. No, Ariel. Could you read number 5, please? Question number 5.
Hi, how often do you upload photos of your food to social media?
And could you answer, please?
And there be sometimes.
Sometimes. What about you, Isaac?
It's a very day, teacher.
Okay.
No, teacher, no, sometimes, sometimes.
Sometimes, okay. But Ariel is telling something different. I believe, I trust Ariel. Be careful with that, Isaac.
It's a every day, teacher. Se le revisa las redes sociales. Todito.
Yes.
Okay, what about you, Fiorella?
Never. I don't like horror.
Excuse me, could you repeat it?
Never. I don't like photos.
Okay, that's good. Actually, that's really good. What about you, Jilansi, the same question?
Never.
Never. Okay, that's really good, actually. Well done. So there's many questions, but let's continue. My gosh. Now, I'm sorry. So let's check. Match the words from the advertisement with the photos. Which object is in the picture but not in the advertisement? What it is called? So guys, do you know what is an advertisement? Como una publicidad, una propaganda. Okay. So now, Jilansi, could you read the advertisement, please? This one.
Computer fairs. Saturday, 10 a.m. on 5 p.m. Hollywood Sports Center, laptop, smartphone, camera, memory cards, keyboards, computer games, and more. All at discount price.
Okay, awesome. Good job. Now we need to match this thing with the photos. So the first one, Fiorella, laptops. Which letter?
Letter E.
E. Awesome. Isaac, smartphone.
Letter D.
Awesome. Ariel, cameras.
Camera. Letter. Me perdí.
Camera. Which letter?
Letter E.
A. Okay, good job. Jilansi, memory cards.
Letter C.
Sí, awesome. Fiorella, keyboards.
F.
F, awesome. Um, so, which is the missing? Which is the word that's missing in the images but is in the advertisement? Okay, it is match a word with from the advertisement with the photos. Okay, which objects is in the picture but not in the advertisement? So, which is of those images is here but it isn't mentioned? It doesn't mention here. Which one? Ariel. One of these things doesn't appear in advertisement. It isn't mentioned.
Ah,
So look, laptop,
letter F.
letter F is mentioned. Actually,
Keyboards.
keyboards is mentioned here. We are looking for the one who is
Yes.
not mentioned here. Is not.
And the
So
mouse. Letter B.
B, mouse. Awesome. Thank you so much. Well done. So let's continue. So now let's check this. It says teenagers and technology. Sorry. I was trying to, okay, do zoom. Says teenagers check their social media messages app 100 times per day. 95% of teenagers upload selfies to social media. Most of the teenagers download music and films from the internet. Teenagers don't email each other very often. A typical teenager sends messages about 15 times per day. So, do you know the meaning of these words in bold? Check. Fiorella, what's the meaning of check?
Oh, revisar.
Awesome. Well done. Thank you so much. Upload. Jilansi, please.
Publicar, subir fotos.
Subir. Okay, could be publicar. Subir. Awesome. Thank you so much. By the way, remember, I always upload this presentation to the platform. Thank you so much, Jilansi. Ariel, download. What's the meaning?
No entiendo. Downloaders.
What's the meaning of this word, download?
Descargar.
Descargar. Awesome. Email, in this context, Isaac.
Correo,
In this
correo
context,
electrónico.
okay. But in this context, is como enviar un email, right? And the last one, Fiorella, send. What's the meaning of send?
I don't know.
Okay, enviar.
Enviar.
Yes, thank you so much, Fiorella, anyway. So now, we need to complete the sentences with the correct form of a word in bold. Bold means negrito, right? From exercise 1. I don't email my friends very often because it's easier to use social media messaging. So, Jilansi, next one, number 2, please. We need to use these words, right, to complete these blanks. So, Jilansi, what do you think?
Okay. My friends check films from the internet because it's cheaper than going to the cinema.
No,
No?
try again. Okay,
Oh my God.
because check videos sounds weird. You can say watch videos, but we don't have watch here. So you need to use another word among these.
And my friends don't know.
Download
Films
videos,
from
that's much
internet.
better. So could you read the complete sentence, please, Jilansi?
Okay, my friends don't know films from the internet because it's cheaper
Cheaper
than going to the cinema.
than going to the cinema. Okay, awesome. Notice that this is a comparative. They're comparing downloading films with going to the cinema, right? It's cheaper. Okay, good job, Jilansi. Thank you so much. Let me write down here. So it's download. Okay, next one, Isaac. Number 3, please. Isaac, 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 Isaac. Ariel, what happened with Isaac? Fiorella, go ahead. Tell me, please.
When I want to contact someone, I send them a message.
Same. Awesome. So let me continue. Isaac, Isaac, Isaac,
Se le
Isaac.
apagó la computadora, profe, se le apagó la computadora.
Ah, okay, I'm so sorry. So, Ariel, please, number 4.
I me quedé paralizada. Email download send to new
You already used send. You need to check what's missing. Check and upload. What do you think?
upload.
Awesome, good job. Well done. That's correct, Ariel. And the last one, please, Jilansi, my genius girl.
Okay, my sister checked her social media page about 30 times yesterday.
So that's awesome. But we forgot something in these cases. Checks, right? Because it's present simple. I know. Yesterday, no. Check in past. I don't email, okay, my friends download films. In this case, it's with S, right? This is present simple. So we use S at the end. When I want to contact someone, I send, okay, that's correct. I download, okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Well done. Let's continue. Okay, let's check this. Are these sentences true for you? Any of these sentences, Fiorella, what about you? Are any of these sentences true for you? You do some of these things. Pirela, do you understand the question? Okay.
No.
Are the sentences, these sentences, true for you? O sea, usted hace alguna de estas cosas, estas oraciones son verdaderas para usted. Usted hace algo de esto. For example, I don't, or you don't.
Yes.
Which one? Which one are true for you?
Number 2, my friend downloads film from the internet
Download.
because it's cheaper than going the cinema. to
Okay,
cinema.
thank you so much. What else?
Mm, when I want to contact someone, I send a message.
Okay, awesome. Jelansi, what about you?
Number 3.
When I want to contact. Okay, thank you so much. And what about you, Ariel? The last one. The last participant.
Profe, no veo. No me... ¿Puedo bajar un poquito, teacher?
For sure.
Un solo. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No veo.
So, what do you think, Ariel?
No veo, profe. Oh,
You
teacher,
don't
no.
email my friends very often because it's easier to use social media messaging. My friends love film from internet because it's cheaper than going to the cinema. When I want to contact someone, I send them a message. I uploaded 2 new selfies yesterday, or my sister checked her social media page about 3 times yesterday. ¿There's any true for you, Ariel? ¿Alguna de estas oraciones que sean verdaderas para usted? Which one?
Todas.
Okay, okay, that's great. Thank you so much. All of them. Okay, let's continue, guys. Isaac, come back. I suppose I join here to this team. Okay, Isaac is here, right? So let's continue. Sorry. My fault. So now let's start talking about past continuous. Welcome to a new topic. So past continuous tense. Definition. So pay attention carefully, please. The past continuous tense describes actions that were happening at a specific time in the past, or actions that were interrupted by another past event. Now, this is easy. With an example, it will be understandable. Subject, this is the structure, right? Subject plus was or were plus verb with ing plus complement. So let's check. Ongoing action at the specific time in the past. O sea, situaciones ongoing es cosas que están pasando. To simultaneous action in the past. For example, at 8 p.m., I was studying. So notice we use verb to be in past, was or were, in this case was, and we use verb with ing, right? To simultaneous action in the past. She was cooking while she was reading. That's amazing. That while he was reading. So, mientras ella cocinaba, él leía. Two action that happen simultaneous, right? Action interrupted by another action. This can be the most difficult use. Anyway, it's easy, so pay attention. I was sleeping when the phone rang. So notice 2 things here. There's a sentence in past progressive, right? Was plus the verb with ing. This is something that was happening, right? In progress. And something else interrupts. What interrupt? The phone runs. So notice that this part, this sentence, The verb runs is in past simple. So when we talk about action interrupted by another action, it's because we use past continuous and past simple. Okay? Past continuous, the situation or the event that was happening, that was ongoing. And past simple for the action that interrupt. It is clear, guys.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Gilansi, are you sure?
Yes.
You're so expressive with your face. It is clear.
No entendí
Este,
el
¿cierto?
número 3. Ujú.
Ok, so
Yes.
Hay dos tiempos, o sea, es así.
en el punto 3, en esto en general estamos hablando de pasado progresivo, ¿cierto? Algo que sucedió en el pasado, que está sucediendo, estamos contando algo que estamos haciendo algo, ¿cierto? Que se está desarrollando, no ha terminado. Pasado simple, decimos algo que ya terminó. Pasado progresivo, pues estamos hablando del pasado, pero estamos contando algo que estaba sucediendo, ¿cierto? Entonces acá tenemos dos acciones simultáneas. Bueno, no simultáneas, dos acciones. Ella estaba durmiendo, eso es lo que estaba sucediendo, ¿cierto? Una acción que no finalizó, esa acción no ha finalizado. Y otra acción que interrumpe esto, es decir, cuando él está durmiendo o mientras yo estaba durmiendo, el teléfono sonó. Sonó es una acción que terminó, o sonó y ya. Entonces, cuando hablamos de dos acciones, una que pasaba y una que interrumpe, la acción que estaba sucediendo va en pasado progresivo y la acción que interrumpe va en pasado simple. It's better now. No worries. Anyway, we can practice this to try to master. Okay.
O sea, sí se entendió, pero se me va a hacer difícil. O sea, saber cuál es la que interrumpe.
No worries, that's easy. We can practice later on. That's easy, no worries about that. Okay, background description in history. It was raining. This is the background, el trasfondo, right? And people were running for shelter, ¿cierto? Entonces estaba lloviendo y la gente fue como a cubrirse. ¿Cuál es el trasfondo? Que estaba lloviendo. ¿Qué pasaba de fondo? Que llovía. Okay, let's continue. No worries. With the practice, it will be easier. Now we have affirmative. He, she, or it. We use was, right? With singulars, we use was. With plural nouns, we use were. I, he, she, it, was. We, you, they, were, right? So far, so good. Was or were. This means estuve, o fui, estaban, o fueron, right? Negative form. She, he, it, whatever. Was not or wasn't, right? This is the abbreviation. Wasn't, you can say was not, or more commonly wasn't. This is the most used. Wasn't. Both are correct, but the most used one is wasn't. And we, you, they were not or weren't, right? Weren't playing. So far, so good, guys. Okay, thank you so much. No worries, this topic is easy. Questions. We started with verb to be. Remember, this is verb to be. And when we use verb to be, we don't use an auxiliary. Cuando utilizamos el verbo to be, no tenemos que utilizar auxiliares, ningún tipo de auxiliar, ¿cierto? En el pasado simple, ¿qué auxiliar utilizamos? Which auxiliary we do use in past simple? Fiorella.
That's and do.
No, in past simple, that's present. Gilansi. Which auxiliary we use in past simple?
Did.
Did. Awesome. So in past simple, we use did. In this case, as we are using, thank you, Fiorella. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you, Gelansi. As we use verb to be, we don't need to use this. So, was I playing? Was he playing? Was she playing? Was it playing? Were we playing? Were you playing? Were they playing? It is clear. You started with verb to be, the question, right? Okay. Short questions. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Yes, they were. No, they weren't. As easy as that, right? Yes, you answer with the same verb to be that the question was did, right? This is a clue. It's the yes. Was he blah blah blah? You answer yes, he was, or no, he was. Were they living in New York? Yes, they were. No, they weren't. Okay, it is clear, guys. So,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Are you sure, Gilansi?
No, es
Okay.
En el tema del past simple, también se utiliza estructura en verbo to be, ¿o no?
¿Cómo así? Come again.
Okay.
Ok,
¿Sí me escuchan?
sí, sí, sí. En
Ah, ya.
pasivo,
Le decía que en el tema del pasado simple también se usa estructura con verbo to be, ¿o no?
yes, you
¿Y
can
cómo
use,
lo diferencio?
o sea, you can use verb to be in past simple, right? And you don't use did. O sea, si utiliza verbo to be, no utiliza el auxiliar. ¿Cuál sería la diferencia entre pasado simple y pasado progresivo con el verbo to be? El ing al final del verbo. El ing al final del verbo solo lo utilizamos en progresivos, en tiempos progresivos. O sea, que en past simple simplemente, por ejemplo, yo le pregunto, ¿dónde estuviste ayer? Eso es pasado simple. Where were you yesterday? ¿Dónde estuviste ayer? Eso es pasado simple y no estoy utilizando ningún auxiliar. Let me type it on the chat. Where is my... For example, where, this is a WH question. Where, this is verb to be, you, yesterday. So look at the chat. Where, the first word is donde. That's a WH question, right? The second is where, the verb to be, ¿cierto? El verbo to be. Then we have a subject, you, and the last one is yesterday. Look, here just, okay, there's another thing. Here, aquí solo hay un verbo, que es el verbo to be, ¿cierto? Está. ¿Dónde estuviste ayer? But look at the presentation. Here we have two verbs. We have the verb to be and we have play, right? Do you notice the difference, Gilansi?
Sí, que en este tema se agrega ing.
Ujú,
Con
that's
esa
good.
diferencia.
Ok. And tenemos dos verbos. Mire que en la pregunta en el chat, que está en pasado simple, solo hay un verbo y es el verbo to be. No hay más verbos en la oración, right? Just verb to be. In the other hand, in past continuous, we have two verbs, verb to be and the verb play. And in this case, we add
Oh,
ing at the end. It's
okay.
clear, Gilansi?
Okay, thank
Okay, thank you so much for asking. Good question, love it. So, affirmative, she was studying at 6 p.m. Negative, they weren't sleeping when I arrived. And question, were you watching TV last night? Okay, let's continue. So now let's try to practice. Complete the sentences with the correct past continuous form of the verb in parentheses. So, Gilansi, number one.
I watching TV when the phone rang around.
Okay, it's missing something. Watching, that's correct, but before watching, what is missing?
I am
You're close. Am is in present, right? Verb to be, but that is in present, in past.
in past.
Was.
No. Oh,
So notice. In present, we have am, is, and are, right? In past, for are, we use were. For these two, for am and is, we use was. Instead of am, we use was. Instead of is, we use was. And instead of are, we use were. This is past. I mean, this is verb to be in present. And this is verb to be in past. Okay, do you notice the difference? Gilansi, do you understand? O sea, am,
ver parte por
okay, no worries. So guys, notice. Am, is, and are is verb to be en presente. O sea, esto es verbo to be en presente. Y was y were es verbo to be, pero en pasado. En este caso tenemos que utilizar el verbo to be, pero en pasado. ¿Ok? No worries. We just need to practice a lot. So, Fiorella, next one, please.
Ya me seguro. A ver, they were playing football while their mother
Do action.
were
Happening.
cooking.
Mother.
Was cooking.
Was cooking. Third person. Awesome, Fiorella. Thank you so much. Ariel, next one. Ariel, are you there? Okay. Think no. Isaac, this one.
She wasn't
Wasn't
listen.
listening to
Listen.
music. Awesome. Gilansi, next one. So this is a question. We start with word verb to be, right? So what
Um, what was you
no, with you we use okay, this is my bad. So I, he, she, it
was were you
was, were. Okay, with these pronouns, this one, we use was, right? And with this, you, we, they, we use were. Okay? So in this case, we use were. You with were. Were. Were you
doing?
doing, as easy as that, at 9 p.m. last night? So remember, guys, we use was with singular, just one. And we use were with plural or with you, right? So we use was with he, she, or it, and were with you with they. Okay, no worries about that. Thank you so much for participating. Fiorella, next one. The last one.
We were walking in the park
Walk.
when it started to rain.
Good pronunciation. Thank you so much, Fiorella. Well done. So let's continue. Let's check. Now, choose the correct option. Select the correct verb from the complete sentences. So please, Isaac, number one.
Okay, and while is read.
While means mientras. Mientras que
I was reading.
I was reading. Awesome. Continue, please.
My brother, my brother played.
Two actions happening at the same time.
My brother played.
Was playing.
I was playing.
Mientras yo leía, mi hermano jugaba videojuegos, ¿cierto? Two actions happening at the same time. Dos acciones pasando al mismo tiempo. Okay, next one. Gilansi, please.
Mm,
This
the
is your
children,
nemesis.
the children were sleeping when the thunderstorm started.
Okay, good job. So notice, the children were sleeping is an action that is happening, right? And the thunderstorm start is an action that interrupted. This is in past simple. Well done, Gilansi. Thank you so much. Next one, Fiorella, please.
Hmm. I was working on my project when my friend called.
Okay, awesome. Something that was happen when another action interrupt, ¿cierto? Called in past. Thank you so much. Isaac, next one.
What did she do?
Okay, good. Notice, no. Okay, I know yesterday can told you that you should use past simple. But in this case, there's a clue that is at this time. So, what was she doing at this time yesterday? ¿Qué estaba haciendo ella ayer hasta ahora? At this time. Okay? It's different if you said, what did she do yesterday? That's different. But in this case, at this time, it's something that was happening in the past. Thank you so much. And in specific time, moment on the past. The last one, Gilansi, please.
Mm, We were having dinner when the lights went out.
Awesome. Good job. Do you know the meaning of went out?
Cuando, no, cuando
Sí,
se
sí.
apaga, no, no sé.
Yeah, that's correct. Awesome. Well done. So, guys, time is over. So, Jilansi, bear with me. 5 minutes more, please. And for Fiorella, Isaac, thank you so much for coming. It's nice to see you. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye,
Bye.
teacher.
Bye, Fiorella.
Bye.
Take care. So, Jilansi, let's practice a little bit more. This is easy, no worries.
Thank you.
So, rewrite the sentences. Write the sentences using the past continuous tense. So, for example, she studied when I called her. So, I'm going to help you with the first one. She was studying when I called her. Now, try with the next one, please.
Okay, and they play outside when it started to rain. They they were playing.
They were playing outside when it started to rain. Okay? Let's continue. Next one, please.
I sleep at midnight. I was sleeping.
Sleeping. Good job. Next one, please.
He was while she reads. He were
He
uh, no. He was working while she was reading.
was reading. Awesome. Good job, Fiorella. You did awesome. The last one, please. This one.
Okay. We eat dinner when the guests arrive. And we were eating.
Eating. Awesome. As easy as that. This topic is really easy, no worries. So let's continue. Correct the mistake. Find and correct the mistake in each sentence below. She was talk on the phone when I saw her. So which is the mistake here?
And she talking.
Talking. It's missing ing. Good job. Next one.
They was playing football when starting and they were.
Where? Good job. You're on fire. Next one, please.
I was reading a book.
I was. Oh my God. This one.
First was, oh, no, first were.
Where? Thank you so much. And the last one.
We wasn't watching.
Which is the mistake here?
I don't know. Watching?
No, watching is correct. We have the verb with ing. We wasn't or we weren't. What do you think?
We weren't.
Okay, that's correct. Awesome. Thank you so much. So, Dilancy, be careful with the verb to be. Past continuous also use verb to be. So you need to identify if you need to use were or was. And in the verb, you add ing at the end. That's all. Okay? Okay, Dilancy, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your time. See you tomorrow. Take care. Tomorrow we can continue practice a little bit more.
Thank
Bye-bye. See you.